video, we are going to learn about demand and factors affecting the demand of a commodity. Now, in simple words, demand is nothing but a need or a want, okay? But that need or want has to be backed by an ability to purchase. That means the person should be having the money to purchase that need, okay? And along with having an ability to purchase, you also need to be willing to pay for it. If you're not willing to pay for it, you are not creating a demand, okay? Now, what are the factors that affect the demand of a commodity? See, first one is price of the commodity. Generally, what happens when price increases, the demand for that commodity falls. And inversely, when the price decreases, the demand increases. So price and demand of a commodity have an inverse relationship between each other. Okay. Now we talk about the second factor, that is income of the consumer. Under this factor, we are going to study two types of goods, normal goods and inferior goods. Normal goods are those goods, the demand for which increases with the increase in income of the customer, and the demand decreases with the decrease in income. So they have a direct relationship with the income of the consumer. Okay. Examples of normal goods are costly cars and branded products. What happens when the income of a consumer increases? He shifts to purchasing more higher quality products than or more branded products than the non-branded products, okay, because his purchasing power has increased. And inferior goods are those goods the demand for which decreases with the increase in income of the consumer, okay, like intercity bus service or non-branded goods, okay. Now, the third factor that affects the demand of a commodity is price of related products. Okay, under this heading also we are going to study two types of goods. They are substitute goods and complementary goods. Now, substitute goods, as the name suggests, they are substitutes of each other and they are used for similar purpose. Like I have taken the example of Colgate and Pepsodent. You know, they are both toothpaste and they are used for similar purpose. So you see here already that the price and demand of substitute goods have direct relationship with each other. If the price of Colgate will increase, what will happen? The demand for Pepsodent will increase. Because when the price of Colgate increases, the demand for Colgate falls. Why? Because the Pepsodent is now cheaper than Colgate, so people switch to buying Pepsodent. Similarly, when the price of Colgate decreases, the demand for Colgate increases because now Colgate is cheaper than Pepsodent. Okay, so price and demand of substitute goods, they have direct relationship with each other. Second type of goods under this heading is complementary goods. As the name suggests, these goods, they complete each other. They are used with each other. For example, you see printer and ink cartridges. Ink cartridges are used in the printer. Okay, so you see price and demand of complementary goods, they have an inverse relationship. With the increase in price of printer, there will be a fall in the demand of ink cartridges, because when price of printer will increase, the demand for printer will fall. And if the demand for printer is falling, what will happen? The demand for ink cartridges will also fall. So complementary goods have inverse relationship between price and demand. And the last factor of production that we need to study is fashion, taste and preferences of the consumer. So when a commodity is in fashion, the consumer is going to buy it. Whether it is sold at a high price or it is sold at a low price, the consumer is going to buy it in any case. Okay.